The Sfat Emet gives a chidush that's explosive. He says, Hashem says, Machshavotay lo machshavotechem. I don't have thoughts like you. You thinking that you do this and now you get upset because you did it. No, you're missing the point. The Sfat Emet says the following. Hashem Yitbarach is the epitome of goodness. Always seeking to bestow benefits upon people. He always wants to give good. The only reason he created the world is to give good. How do you define good? Good is something that wants to give good, wants to create good. Everyone thinks they're good. How do you know if you're good? Are you creating any good? Is all the good that you're creating for yourself? Then that's not good. That's just selfish. Good meaning you're creating good for others. Tov v'metiv. Metiv means creating good. So Hashem was perfect on his own, but because of his nature of being good, he wanted to create good, to bestow good on others, and not just keep all the joy for himself in essence. So the Sfat Emet says he's the epitome of goodness. He always seeks to bestow benefits and good amongst others. But his wisdom, his divine wisdom, his endless wisdom, his infinite wisdom, decreed that man must earn and deserve that good. Meaning you cannot give good for no reason. Because giving good for no reason and spoiling someone is destroying them. Because if they don't deserve it and you give it to them, like in this generation they give these participation trophies, you just participate and therefore you feel like a winner. This is creating a generation of losers. And I know that even the previous generation already have many of those same loser mentality type of people. We would have people come to my office looking for a job, but they weren't willing to start at the bottom. They wanted to start at the top. They wanted to start already making $1 million. They have no experience, they have no knowledge, they have no understanding whatsoever, but they want you to give them, I want to trade. Give me $50 million to trade. I'll figure it out. Like the money grows on trees. You tell them, no, you have to, build your business, get some clients, get some this, learn your rope. No. A generation doesn't want to do that. Why? Because their whole life, or however many years, their parents just gave them whatever they want. Okay, here's a car. Okay, here's a house. Here's this. Just shut up and I'll give you whatever you want. Just be quiet, I'll give you whatever you want. This is bad. Because even though the parent means well, in reality they're destroying them. Because the person never understands what it means to earn. Once they understand what it means to earn, even if it's earning a lollipop, they appreciate it more. I can tell you that the first time I made $1,000 for a month in the investment business, first few years I've made virtually nothing. Just survived barely with 2 jobs. Then I didn't make any money at all because I started the new place and somebody conned me. Long story short, I got to literally poverty. So for 6 months, I made literally zero. I had whatever I made, I had to pay in bills to the office, leaving me with nothing. So for 6 months, I'm going home with nothing. Finally, after 6 months, in March of 2002, I made my first $1,000 that I was able to take home, finally. I made more, but after paying the office bills and everything, I was finally able to take off $1,000. To me, that $1,000, I will never forget it. That $1,000 might as well have been $1 billion. That $1,000 was, because you have to imagine, I just worked 3.5 years for that $1,000. It wasn't a month. It wasn't a day. It was 3.5 years for that $1,000 that finally goes in my pocket. Even though when I was 17, I was already making $100,000 a year. Before I had this job that I had and changed careers and so on, I knew what money was. But here, I worked 3.5 years for the first $1,000. To me, it was like, might as well have been $1 billion. Now, you fast forward a couple of years, in, I think sometime in 2003, I made in 1 month $600,000. And then you fast forward another few years, I made 1 month $1.6 million. I mean, absurd amount of money. That money, that $1 million plus, was meaningless in comparison to the $1,000. Meaningless. Why? Things changed. Things changed. So earning something with all of your might and all of your strength and all of your effort has a special meaning to it. Both a psychological, a spiritual, a sentimental value. So Hashem Yitbarach, the creator of all creation, says, in order for him to give good, you must earn and deserve it. He can't just give it to you just because you worked hard, doesn't mean you deserve $1 million. You may have earned a living, you may have earned something, but doesn't mean you deserve the moon. Earn and deserve. But the chidush is this. Because he's constantly looking for ways to give you good. All he wants to do, all he created you for is to give you good. All he wants is to give you good. That means that every time we sin, all we're doing is we're holding him back from giving us what he wants to give us. So instead of giving us good that he created us only to give us good, he now has to give us bad. Why? That's the bill. That's the consequence. For holding him back, for frustrating in essence, for frustrating the godly shower that he wants to give you. What is it like? It's like someone prepared a huge event. I mean, an event like you would never. I mean, people spend $50,000 on bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs, and some people spend $200,000 on them. Imagine somebody spent $5 million, but not for a bar mitzvah for 500 or 5,000 people, just for you. They spent $5 million. They got the best chefs. They got the best this. They got the best that. They got chandeliers. They got stars coming out from the sky. They're coming to visit you. Angels are coming. Chachamim are coming. I mean, you're honestly the greatest things you could ever imagine. Everything is just for you. Food, anything you've ever liked, they found out in your entire life that you found out they liked. They put it there with the best chef in the world, made that specific dish. There's 500 chefs in the kitchen. Each one just came to make you one tiny little dish that you liked when you were 3 years old. You said, I like it, Ima. So they found out already. They did so much research to find out what you liked at 3 years old. They have a chef that made it the best one. And at 4 years old, and it's 5 years old, and it's 6 years old, and so on and so forth. The whole party's for you. And they got the music, every music you've ever liked. As long as it's kosher, they're bringing it too. And what happens? They spent all the money. They brought the flowers, they put the trees, they put this, they put this. Everything is wonderful. It's set. It's on a Tuesday at 9 p.m. You call it 8:45. It's like, yeah, I can't make it tonight. I'm kind of busy. I'm going to watch the game. I'm going to watch the game at home. I'm going to watch the game. I got a game. I got a football game. I'm going to watch. What do you mean? We just prepared a $5 million party just for you. There's no other guests. It's just you. Yeah, but I'm tired. I'm tired. Let's just do it another time. That's what it's like. When a person sins against Hashem Yitbarach, that is the frustration that the Sfat Emet is saying they're creating. All he wanted to do is give you good, and all you're doing is frustrating him and making it impossible for him to do.